Hey, greetings everybody out there, right here. Today I'm going to do a little video about a barbarian subclass that I came up with the help of my friend the Beard Clipper. Take it away, Beard Clipper.
Hey there, Rod, it's Beard Clipper here. So I watched your video on the different paths that barbarians can take in terms of the totem. And it struck me that it would be really cool to maybe make something custom, so not just using the animals that they use in the books, but come up with something of your own. And you were wonderful, we had a good chat, and the path of the serpent was what struck me as the most interesting for me. And thank you so much, Rod, you put a load of effort into this and you created something really, really awesome. And I must admit, I cannot wait to have a go at this and use it in a game at some point. So yeah, can't thank you highly enough. Really enjoyed working with you on this, and thank you again.
When you choose the serpent as your totem spirit guide, you begin to understand the language of snakes and serpents. Not fully yet, but later on you will. This will help with your abilities and fuel or ignite your rage. You will receive the following benefits on top of the base barbarian features. Starting at 3rd level, you're what I call the Spirit Seeker. Through this, you gain atonement with the natural world and your surroundings. You are able to ritualistically cast the 1st level spell Speak with Animals and the 2nd level spell Beast Sense. The great thing about these, they are ritual spells, therefore they don't expend a spell slot, but they do take an additional 10 minutes to cast them. You also choose to follow the strict teachings of the Yuntai god Seth. Also at 3rd level, you adopt the totem of the serpent. By doing this, you must make or acquire a physical totemic object, such as an amulet or other worn adornment. The making of these must include bones, fangs, and scales of your particular chosen serpent. You gain animal friendship as a ritualistic spell, and you also gain poison spray, which can only be used twice during a short or long rest. On top of that, while in a state of rage, you will gain resistance to venom from all snakes. At 6th level, you will gain the following attributes of the serpent. Your outward appearance will slowly start to take on the look and even the texture of a serpent. You will also gain a +2 to intimidation and to your stealth ability. When not in a state of rage, you'll have the ability to communicate directly with snakes and serpents in their native tongue. As an added bonus, you gain what I'm calling Serpent Strike. This allows you to envenom your target with serpent venom only when in unarmed combat. What Serpent Strike is on a successful critical attack roll, you strike your opponent rapidly 2 times, dealing 2d6 plus 1d8 venom damage. Of course, there will be no bonuses or modifiers applied to it, including modifiers from rage. Your target must immediately make a DC 15 Constitution save. On a failed roll, they will take full damage, and they will also be poisoned for the next 3 turns, taking an additional D4 damage per turn. On a successful roll, they will take half damage. At 10th level, you'll be called the Spirit Walker. You gain the ability of sensing vibrations of medium to large creatures up to 100 feet away, only while in bare feet. You're also taking on the physical facial characteristics of a serpent, giving you an additional +1 to your intimidation. Now this will continue at 15 and 17 respectively, going up an additional 1. You are now also able to ritualistically cast the 5th level druid spell Commune with Nature. This will allow the spirit of your chosen serpent to appear before you and tell you information which you seek. Now this is completely up to your dungeon master. There is a 25% chance that they will lie to you or mislead you in your information. at 14th level. While raging, you will become immune to all forms of venom from serpents, snakes, and other reptiles. You now also have blind sight for 30 feet. This extra benefit can only be used once per day after a long rest. When I was preparing the script for this video, something reminded me of the writings of Robert E. Howard. In 1928, he wrote about a legendary serpent demigod, which was featured as an antagonistic character in one of his books called Cull of Atlantis, and then later on transferred over to the Conan novels. This character was also played by the fantastic actor James Earl Jones in the movie Conan the Barbarian. Of course, I'm referring to the character of Thulsa Doom. So here is an optional bonus which I am adding at level 16. Twice per day, between long rests, you are able to invoke Seth's Blessing. This sounds pretty cool, I think. 3 turns before you engage in combat, you must dedicate the combat and all spoils to Seth. This will allow you to take on the physical form of your chosen serpent. But you must remain in this form for 7 turns minimum, 10 turns maximum. Tell me down there in the comments what you thought of this Barbarian subclass Homebrew. I really do enjoy making these videos. I also like getting in there and making subclasses to share with my family and friends, and now with you, the viewers. So I'll tell you what, until next time we meet, you guys have a great game. Now, grab that D8 and roll your damage.